this like system of like dreams and like what you want to do and like where your strengths are, I think is so warped by the internet that I feel like even though I am partially guilty of this, I have to push back and like be like, you don't have to be number one person, and there is no crazy glory of like being the founder. It's mostly just pain.
Right. Yeah. And actually, you're defending your position, and you actually studied. You have four majors
degrees,
under your belt, right?
Yeah.
So you tried, and you found that this is working. Like you didn't go straight away to saying, I want to be a founder, and more. They're dropping school. People are not going to university just not only to be entrepreneurs, to be social media stars. Like, have you noticed?
Story. That's another story.
The number of people who have made it, or who we know on social media that don't even have degrees.
I think so. I mean, I think degrees is a slightly different conversation. I think the conversation we had was about work for hire versus start from your own.
Yeah. But also, like, you need to have a degree for that, or skills.
Usually, yes. In terms of degrees, I am much more like loose. I think it was fun to be at university, and I learned a lot. And I went to really good universities too, so that's also something.
Yeah.
It's a question of like how you finance it. Can you get a grant? Do you have to go into student loans?
Yeah.
What country you're in? That is also very important.
So it depends on all of this?
It depends, like, it really, really does depend.
Okay.
But usually, when someone doesn't know what to do, and they have the means to go to university, but they have no idea what to do in their lives, because so many people ask me this exact question.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I have to have an answer, because so many people ask. And this idea of like, try things, follow your interests. No, people want to be like, Max, what do I do?
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you interested in? I don't know. What skills do you have? I don't have any. What motivates you?
Nothing.
World of Warcraft. Like, it's like, go to law school.
Go study something.
Go to law school.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you want an answer from me that is a cookie cutter, I don't know if it's correct, but in my life, law school has helped me learn how to think, how to read, how to communicate, how to write. All of these things you probably are going to need, especially how to think. Yeah, so to me, it's like if you go to law school, no matter if you want to be a lawyer, if you go to a good law school, they will make something. They will like make sure that you come out
with a full set of skills.
With a brain that can perform.
Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, back to your videos, because this is very interesting what you're talking about, but I want to go back to your videos.
I go on like tangents. You have to like catch me and drag me back.
Yeah. I'm genuinely interested. Like, this is something that I think about a lot, and you're right, there's no right answer, but yeah, this is a good one. Go to law school, or any school for that matter. Like, at least you don't waste your time. Like,
not any school, law school.
Law school, okay.
And definitely not business school.
No, yeah. Yeah, okay.
To me, like, okay, if we were like on a real note, the business degree was the least useful in actually starting and running a business for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Again, for me.
For you.
Not pretending to be like the arbiter of truth.
Yeah, of course. So, when you started with the videos, you told me like people would always tell you should make a video about this, you should make a video about that. But how long did it take you to figure out like the format you like, or to figure out your persona, if you want to say that?
You know, something my editor told me yesterday was that he has never met a person who is so addicted to changing everything all the time, especially something that's working.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like, I don't know, I want to change the format like every week. Like, I'm just like, people have already seen this. This is already boring.
Oh, wow.
So it's like before, I think actually format is very important, especially right now on social media. Even more important than content, I would say. Like,
wow, that's
I would
a
say
big
that
thing to
packaging
say.
your idea is more important than your actual idea and your script.
Why?
Because of the scroll through feed. Because when you are scrolling, you only have a very short amount of time to get someone's attention. And people love a sense of surprise, but also want a sense of familiarity.
Okay.
This is why there are vloggers that have a very, very similar type of video, and you just watch it every time. And these are the ones that you connect with because they give you a little bit of surprise, but also a little bit of familiarity. And also in terms of like actually coming up with ideas to make videos, it's very hard to do like everything from scratch. How do I start? How does the story develop? When you have a format, you take a new idea and you just go, and then it comes out like, here it is, you know?
That's actually a very good tip for everyone like wanting to start something.
I think so. Yeah, I think format should be your kind of number one thought, really.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, we're in the Airalo booth, and we were talking before starting. Like, I asked you, do you know about them? And you were like, I'm their biggest user, right?
Yeah, they're not the biggest. I think I'm gold. My account is gold. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to talk to you about this because, like, obviously you know the benefit of using such a service because you travel a lot. You depend on data, on internet to, be connected, to create your content, to be always, in connection with your audience. How do you think, like, such companies can help with the ecosystem?
Creators?
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Sponsor?
I
don't know. I mean,
they're already helping, by providing the connectivity wherever you are, because sometimes you're traveling to a country where it's hard to get a SIM card, or you don't want a physical SIM card.
That is true, but I think as far as creators needs, what do creators need? Internet? I mean, one thing you can do is make it cheaper.
And they are.
They are, yeah, I've heard that. This is great, to make it more accessible. I am very elastic in terms of my demand.
Why do you use
when
it?
it comes
Think
to...
of why do you use it? Why do you choose to use it?
There's multiple things. Number one, I hate SIM cards with passion. I've lost so many of them. I've broken this small thing so many times. I never have the pin to do the thing. Like, it's just like, come on.
It's such a hassle.
And then it's like the innovation we've had in SIM cards was to make them smaller.
Yeah.
That makes them worse.
Yeah, because they're going to fall.
It doesn't change consumer experience. So it's like you just have a smaller thing to
yeah.
You know what
Why?
I mean? Exactly. So like SIM cards have to go. Then when it comes to digital SIM, I think it's just easy. Like, you come to a location, you just turn it on, and then you have internet.
Yeah, exactly.
But I kind of, people just get used to stuff. I take it for granted now. I'm taking it for granted. I see if it takes longer than usual to load, I'm like, oh, come on. Where's the internet? I've been in this country for 30 seconds.
Some people are still arriving to the airport, not having internet, going around the airport looking for
a lot of, but I was that person.
That sells it.
I was that person.
But it's such a hassle.
No, yeah, it's not.
And
it's not the way
imagine you don't speak the language and they don't speak English.
Yeah, I mean, someone in the airport not speaking English is a rarity, I think, now.
Oh, in some countries.
Maybe. But I think I installed Airalo for the first time when I was scammed by someone with a SIM in Dominican Republic. So I got a local SIM. It's
what happened? They made you pay a lot?
Got a local SIM. Not a lot. Maybe for them it was a lot. Yeah. But I just got a local SIM, and it's just broken. It doesn't work.
Oh.
And then it was my friend from Ukraine who was actually, I think Airalo was quite popular in Ukraine at some point, one of the biggest markets. And he was like, oh, just install this digital SIM.
And this has changed.
Okay.
It changed
then
your
I'm
life.
It's like the Matrix. I turn it on, it's like...
It opened a
Never
whole
the
new
same.
universe for you.
Yeah. Never the same. But it's one of these things. I think a challenge for these companies is I think creators especially, but everyone gets very complacent and very spoiled.
Yeah.
So now I just expect this to work.
Yeah.
For example, this is why the global SIM, that's even better. That's even better. You just turn it on. And then it's you can just go around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're right. We're getting used to these luxuries.
Another thing is unlimited data.
Yeah.
Even if it
for
costs,
a creator?
Even if it costs more, fine. Yeah. Just give me unlimited data. Because also, for example, if you live stream, your data just goes whoop, it's gone.
Yeah.
And then the problem is not even that you have to get another package, but that your internet pauses.
Yeah.
So that you have to
wait,
confirm your identity, all of that stuff. So yeah, I think
It's such an
unlimited
enabling
package
tool
would be
for
sad.
creators.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
imagine it's probably quite hard to do in all of the countries.
But
yeah,
they
something to-
are available in over 200 countries.
Yeah. In
So,
some
and
countries,
regions.
I think unlimited is easier.
Yeah.
But for example, in the UAE, I don't think I saw an option of unlimited.
I don't know about unlimited, but that's from a creator's point of view. But for regular people, I don't think they're, it would matter to them a lot if it's unlimited or not.
Maybe.
But yeah, for a creator, yeah, because like they just want to be connected, maybe, or
Yeah,
but it's a good objective to have unlimited everywhere.
I think so. If I were to do like another thing,
Yeah.
I don't know. I was asking about like any hardware that might potentially come out, like something interesting, to like some technology like that you can hold.
Yeah.
Because I think some of the challenge with the companies like Airalo is that, like, for example, if you think about Microsoft, O2, Vodafone, Apple, you see them in the real world. You see the shops, you see the brands, you
Yes.
speak to people. Whereas companies like Airalo, like Slack, Discord, Zoom, they're more like, they're just
In the
there.
virtual.
They are on your screen, but
Yeah.
they're not in real world. So I would love to see a physical location. Airalo physical, like pop-up
Yeah.
store where there's just stuff like, I don't know.
So you guys are getting free consultation from.
Yeah, completely free. Exactly.
Just use it. Use the idea.
Yeah, use
That's
it. No,
amazing.
it's really something. I have a friend, Karol. He runs a company called Nothing.
Yeah.
They make phones and earphones technology. They're very good. And they opened a shop in London, and they have just 2 products. They have one phone.
Okay.
And they have 1 pair of headphones.
But you can just come and try it.
You can come and try, you can come and buy, but everyone's like, oh, you open a shop, you have 2 products. Why do you need a shop for 2 products?
Marketing.
Marketing, exactly. Branding, you should be in front of people. People should see you.
Yeah.
So this is why it's like, oh, that's nice.
It's nice to have.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why we have the podcast.
If you had Airalo water, that would be also better. You know?
You're right. I wanna it's so nice talking to you about all of these things, and I love how you're taking the time to analyze stuff. You're just not just answering. But I wanted to ask you, through what you've been doing and you are doing, you met a lot of people who do many different things. What was the weirdest thing you came across, as a career, or I don't want to call it a
my God.
career,
I mean,
a job? Okay, and what was your favorite? Something you said, oh, if I wasn't doing what I do now, I would do that.
I can give you top 5.
Yeah.
People I came across.
Yeah.
So it's not staged or anything
No.
like that. A laughing coach.
Okay.
So a person
What does it mean? They teach you to laugh?
She does laugh therapy, and she helps people fix their laugh. Which, when I was a teenager,
if you have a snort or something?
if you have a or something like that,
Yeah.
she will not that this is bad for
Yeah.
anyone who's laughing
Yeah,
this
yeah,
right
yeah.
now at the podcast, it's fine. So she would help. A water sommelier,
Okay.
so a person who tastes water for the royal family and for the British military to make sure that it tastes
It's not
good.
poisoned? Oh,
It's not
it's-
poison. It has a proper level of pH and TDC, which is total dissolved solids. That is very important for the water. Who else? I met a wizard.
Oh?
Some guy.
They
he's just
believe, he believes he's a
he
wizard?
believes,
Oh.
and I think I might believe too. I don't know. I met paranormal investigators on the same note.
Yeah, I've seen that video.
I met who else? Pet psychic.
Pet psychic?
Yeah, she speaks to animals
She speaks to animals.
and helps them deal with their
With their
traumas.
traumas?
Yeah, and I think professional cuddlist. The
What
video
are
is coming out
traumas?
next week. Huh?
What are the traumas of the animals? They killed my friend and ate it.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just things like my, I don't know, my owner leaves for work every day, and I cry every day. Animals really deal with some serious stuff. Don't underestimate.
Okay. What was one thing you wish
for,
you could do?
For dogs, for
Yeah.
example,
Yeah.
they don't understand that you are coming back.
Yeah.
That I think is so heartbreaking.
Every time you
when I
leave, it's
leave my dog, she doesn't know I'm coming back, and I can't explain to her, look, unless I'm run over by a car, I'm gonna be back. after I'm back from school or from work. I will be back. But you can't explain. So it's like you just have to, every day, you just have to break their heart that you're not coming back. Then they cry. Like, oh my God. It's like, you know, for a cat, like when you step on their paw and the cat goes like, and again, you can't explain that you didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah.
They just think, my owner just abused me. Just physically abused me.
A victim.
I'm a and you can't be like, I didn't mean, you know? So yeah.
You don't speak cat.
Yeah, exactly. It's a whole thing. In terms of like, so I think these are probably the weirdest. And you asked for like the coolest?
No, the ones, like if there was one where you saw it, you met someone doing it and you said, if I wasn't doing what I am doing right now, I would want to be this. So
that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. That I met like, not staged?
No.
And like throughout videos? Or okay. I mean, on a real one, I had a thought when I met the water connoisseur. I love sparkling water.
Yeah.
I was like, what if I just become a sparkling water expert? Like, what if? You know?
How would that work?
Oh, you just roll up, like, taste, like, for example, this Voss water. Like, he taught me how to do it. And you try to analyze the tingle. The tingle and the TDS, total dissolved solids, in your mouth. So, for example, Voss, I would say TDS here is like 300. But I had only one session, so I might be super wrong. But it's like something like this, and he's very, very passionate about it.
So you like that?
I like that, but I think for me, it's more like I see people who kind of do things that I do, but do them better.
Yeah.
Because if I wanted to do something else, I would probably do something else. Because if you don't like making content, I don't think this is a great career for like a neutral, from like a perspective of like, it makes money and it's fun and it has status. Like, I'm not sure. So I think
passion.
Yeah, I think you have to love something, or you have to have an ego so big, and you have to crave fame so much that you just cannot. And there are some people like that too. But I've met a lot of like very, very, very interesting people. I have these like, I'm really fascinated by people who love what they do and they do it really well.
Yes.
So sometimes I think with everyone like, hedge fund manager. Should I? No.
Because
and it's
you
like,
see that person loving what they do.
Yeah, that person loving it. And I'm like, this, for example, I went to the McLaren headquarters for the presentation of their Formula One car, and I was like a famous Formula One hater. I'm like, Formula One is so boring. It just goes like, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And it's like, and I also don't like cars. But then when I went to their factory and I saw the people like this like mechanic and like this designer, I was like, damn, should I build Formula One cars? And then I met the drivers of McLaren. I was like, should I try to? You know what I mean? So I have these like all the time. So I should just like focus on like, okay.
Your mind is a very amazing place.
Like you pick something, just stick with it for a little bit and then see. But I think in terms of like my ambition, I always thought of it as like media, business, politics. Okay. Like I always like politics.
It is still there.
Yeah, when I'm like 50 plus.
Okay.
50 plus.
How old are you now?
I'm 28. Yeah, so I have some time to like get smart, you know, because what if you are in a position of power but you're stupid?
Yeah.
You know, that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing I also like really want people to like try to do is to try to, and not saying that like I'm smart. I don't think I'm smart at all, or like anyone else is dumb. But it's like before you get fame or money or status, just get a little bit smarter. Like get a little bit smarter. This is why these three things when you are like 18.
Because they will put you under the spotlight.
Under the spotlight, and it's early success. So you have never known anything but success. It's a bit like if your first financial investment was Bitcoin 4 years ago. And what are you going to do now? It's like S&P 500, 9% a year is not something that's going to excite you ever.
Maybe you get to do something that you really love without the burden of thinking, will it make me money?
Maybe, I think so. But it's like, again, like all of my failures, my mentors, the people I looked up to, like, all of this, I think, helps me now to just, I don't know, just not go crazy and like just, I don't know, like
be grounded.
Keep working, be grounded. Not necessarily humble, That's another thing.
No,
Because
grounded.
I'm not
Like,
considered humble.
grounded
But
is-
grounded is like just
is
sane,
different.
you know?
Yes, sane.
Like sane.
Exactly.
This is why sometimes you talked about being lucky. I think sometimes when someone gets what they want early success, I think is one of the worst things that can
Yeah.
happen.
Look at the child stars, like the people who made it on Disney.
Yeah, for
Or
example.
not only
for
Disney,
example,
companies. Like people who were successful as actors or singers ever since they were kids.
I think
You
so.
see them struggle later on. And
Yeah. I don't remember who said it. I really love this quote that success is either success or was something else, but it was going from failure to failure without the loss of enthusiasm. That's like success. You go from failure to failure without the loss of enthusiasm. And I think like that skill set is really something. It's like really something
It's
to cultivate.
power.
Like it's great. You know,
Because
when I post a video
yeah.
and it doesn't work, I'm like, this is good. You know, this is good. It's still not a solved problem, you know? So I tell my team, like, guys, this is good. This is good. Because we get to, like, fix it now.
Yeah.
You know?
You get to understand.
But I think for someone who just got it early, they knew what they wanted and they got it. Yeah, you have to, eventually, you will have to come to the reckoning of, like, it's not always going to be like that.
Yeah.
And if you have never built that muscle, it's difficult.
You start expecting everything to go right.
Yeah.
And when you have a rejection or a minor setup, you will not take it well.
Yeah, or you will, like you might. But I think, I don't know, I think for most people, like, I wouldn't say that like wanting to have it fast and it arriving is necessarily a good thing.
Okay, that's good. It gives hope.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
And yeah, thank you so much for this lovely talk.
Cool, thank you very much.
I enjoyed every minute of it. I think we can talk for hours about all of this, and
Yeah.
I'm sure the audience will enjoy it. And how long are you staying here?
So I'm here, I'm doing my talk later,
Yeah.
well, panel with a bunch of other really cool people.
Good luck.
Yep, and then I'm leaving tomorrow morning, actually.
Okay.
So hope I get to try al-baik.
Yeah. We're gonna.
night.
If you try it, we're gonna see the video, right?
Yeah, maybe at night.
Yeah.
But I was told that I have to try it in Saudi Arabia because it's from there.
Okay.
It's a brand from there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe
You can try it here and there.
maybe here and there.
Well,
Yeah,
let's compare.
for sure.
Max,
Cool.
thank you so much
Thank you
for
very much.
being here, and good luck with your panel.
Thank you. And good luck with the other guests.
Thank you.